Hello, my name is Brehon and I'd like to welcome you back to the channel, where not only do we talk about great stocks, but we also talk about great books, and also have an awesome t-shirt here, buying great stocks, reading great books. If you would like one, check out the link in the description. Look, this is the best leadership book I've ever read. It's Your Ship Now, written by Captain Abrashoff, who tells us the story of his time aboard what he called the best damn ship in the Navy. For most of this summary, I refer to him as the captain. All right. Now, you would be surprised to learn the number one reason why people leave their jobs. Now, most people would think it's for more money, but actually, out of the top 5 reasons, money is actually number 5 on that list. The number 4 reason is not being rewarded with more responsibility. Number 3 is not being listened to. Number 2 is being prevented from making an impact on the organization. And number 1 on that list is not being treated with respect and dignity. Now, having one or all of the top 5 problems usually end up with a bad working environment, low morale, and a lack of respect for the leadership. Now, Captain Abrashoff, who I will refer to as the captain, encountered all of these problems when he took over the battleship named the USS Benfold. The captain goes on to write about some incredible and insightful stories while serving as the captain of this ship. Now, this book is filled with valuable experiences, leadership tools, and strategies that all leaders could benefit from. And hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll walk away with a few nuggets that you can implement in your life, your job, or just simply with your friends or family. Now, number 1, micromanagement. A micromanager is that boss or manager who gives excessive supervision to the employees. They are obsessed with control. They can't delegate. They constantly check on workers. They want to be in every email. They always go behind their employees and correct or change their mistakes. And worst of all, they don't trust their employees or value their contributions. Now, most of us, we don't like micromanagers, and we don't like being micromanaged. See, micromanagers, they take all the power away from those below. You know, micromanagers, they take the spirit out of teams and lowers the overall morale of all of the people in the department. Now, if you're a micromanager, just know that it's safe to allow others to succeed. It won't diminish your value, and actually it will enhance theirs. Now, move on from being a micromanager, all right, and become a leader of men and women. Now, what leaders do, leaders delegate. Leaders assign projects, and they believe in the team members, trust the team, and believe they will get things done. Now, when you put your trust in trustworthy people, they won't let you down. And leadership is a skill, micromanagement is an action. Now, number 2 is improving the work environment. Now, most people spend a third of their life in the workplace. Now, finding ways to improve the work environment is important. You know, I remember when I was promoted to the lead man at this chemical company. You know, the first thing I did was schedule a meeting with the team. I had pizzas and drinks, and I would have open discussions with the group. I would ask the team to bring up any problems, any concerns they had with me or with the business. I pretty much opened the floor to them. I never took anything they said personally. It's all business, and the goal is better business. Now, I went on to schedule a meeting every Monday, and I would order food out of my own pocket. Now, giving the team a time to voice their concerns had a positive impact on the work environment. And, you know, they like the food too. See, small things like that could make a huge difference. Now, number 3, giving your team responsibilities. Now, we all want to be valued for who we are and what we bring to the table. And one of the quickest ways to boost a person's confidence is by assigning projects that they can lead and letting them or allowing them to take ownership of it. With that ownership comes a responsibility to do things right and get things right. And also, providing enough training and time to a person to become a subject matter expert is valuable. You know, when you're an SME, your team or department will come to you to help you solve problems over and over again. Now, number 4, stop preparing for old battles and prepare for new ones. You know, as a leader, you must be flexible. You must be able to adapt to new environments. Now, you must be able to learn new and innovative ways to get things done. And last but not least, we're not perfect. You must have the mental capacity to move on from past mistakes. Your mistakes and the mistakes made by others who report to you, we must be able to put those in our rearview mirror. Number 5, go to bat for your crew. If you don't take care of your team won't take care of you. And if you don't fight for your team, they won't fight for you. All right? That's plain and simple. Number 6, learn your people. Get out of the office. Have some one-on-one conversations with your team. Ask them about their hobbies, their favorite sports, or their favorite TV show. You know, being able to have other conversations with your team besides work can go a long way. All right, now, number 7, no one is capable of making every decision. Always seek wise counsel. There are times where we must rely on others for important decisions. So be open to their opinions, even if they don't align with your own thought process. All right, number 8, you must learn to delegate. If you can't delegate, you shouldn't lead or be in a leadership position. Now, unfortunately, there are people put in leadership positions who lack the ability to provide direction and allocate resources. They rather do all the work themselves. Now, number 9, lead by example. Always conduct yourself with integrity and respect. If they see you lie, they will lie. If they see you fail to implement a policy that you disagree with, they may do the same. So always execute with quality. Be a constant reminder of the mission and the values you represent. Now, number 10, always ask the question, is there a better way? You know, I remember reading a story about a manager who gave his team a problem-solving initiative. Now, the team developed the necessary solutions, put it in a PowerPoint presentation, and left it on the manager's desk. Now, the manager called the team in the office later that day. The manager said, "Is this the best solution the team could come up with?" Now, the team lead believed they came up with some good ideas, but to say they are the best ideas is something that you truly can't prove. So the team lead grabbed the presentation, went back to the team, and began working on better solutions. The next day, the team lead brought another PowerPoint presentation into the manager's office and left it on his desk. Later in the day, the manager called the team lead into the office. He asked the question again, is this the very best solution you and your team could come up with? Now, the team leader was a little hesitant, so the manager quickly interrupted him and told him to take the presentation back to the team and make sure the next presentation is the last and the best solutions provided. So the team lead grabbed the presentation, somewhat frustrated, went back to his team again, and the team began digging deeper and diving deeper into all the possible solutions. They put together a nice presentation. The team lead took the presentation, placed it on the manager's desk. Later that day, the manager called the team lead to the office. He asked the team lead once more, is this the best solution you and the team could come up with? He said, absolutely. Our team has gone over this time and time again, and we believe this is the best solution and the only solution. The manager said, well, great. And now I take a look at it. Now, the manager, he never opened one page of the presentation, yet he was able to get more out of his team. Now, always think of creative ways to get more out of your team. Number 11, you never know all the things you should know. The captain shares a story of the ship's maintenance plan. Now, whenever a ship would arrive to the port, they would actually spend over a month painting the outside. One day, one of the lower-ranking sailors approached the captain. He said, "Captain, do you know why we have to paint this ship every month?" The captain said, "Absolutely. It's to paint over all those rust stains." The sailor said, "Do you know why there's rust?" The captain said, "No, I don't know why there's rust." Every ship in the Navy used ferrous bolts and screws that would rust in salt water. And the sailor asked the question, "Have you ever heard of stainless steel bolts and screws?" The captain took his idea and eventually installed stainless steel bolts and screws, saving the Navy millions of dollars. And see, you never know what you don't know unless somebody bring it to your attention. All right, number 12, again, this is short and sweet. Never take shortcuts. When you take shortcuts, you have no respect for the process. Be a person of high character. It takes years to build a solid reputation and only a few bad decisions to tear it all down. Number 13, follow through on a task even if you disagree. Now, many decisions are made that we personally don't agree with. Initially voice your concern with leadership, but once the decision is final, as leaders, we must follow through and we must support the decision 100%. Number 14, be a good listener. The people who do the work day in and day out see a lot more than you will ever know. Having empathy is crucial when trying to connect with other people. Now, if you can think about it the way they think about it, you can truly learn from those you lead. Last but not least, number 15, make your crew believe they can do anything. Empower your crew. Explain goals and values of the department. Practice teamwork. We've all heard this before. Nothing makes the dream work like teamwork. Okay? Now, building the right culture starts at the top. If the leader of that group is a pessimist, the team most likely will be as well. If the leader of that group is an optimist, most likely the team members will be optimists as well. As a leader, you set the pace for everyone else. Look, some people live unhappy lives. They come to work, they bring the misery right along with them. They gossip, they have a poor attitude, and they are entrenched in their entitlement mentality. Listen, don't spend your time trying to make this person happy. Work hard to praise the good performers. Give them new interesting projects and reward their good efforts, both privately and publicly. Listen, there are so many gems in this book. I can go on and on. Maybe I have to do a part 2, but that's all right now. That's my top 15 takeaways from this book. The link will be in the description if you'd like to purchase this book. It'll be a great addition to your library. I love it. It's one of the best leadership books I think I've ever read. Hey, if you liked the information, if I added a little bit of value to you, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and keep coming back for more wealth building information.